Don't stop, Jake. Don't stop. Don't stop, buddy. Keep doing the robot.
Jacob's doing the robot.
Do it more intense. More intense. More intense. Hello, how you doing? Hey. Hello, how you doing?
Please don't film us.
That is exactly what you contracted me for.
Russian is it Polish?
Yeah.
So, just pick
a lot
one.
of stuff, and I mean, you know, it's time to put it to rest and say, okay, we're just not there anymore.
Pick one.
Times have changed.
Who's the next person?
Are you playing a game? It's a game.
Yes, telephone.
I like being
Telephone?
Was that right, Yumi?
What does it say?
Me next.
What did she say? Was it Dad's signature now? Was that right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that wasn't a very
Yeah,
difficult
one
message.
isn't, uh,
But
We
it's not running for
testified
president, so it's
to,
okay.
no. We dig the real one out if you will.
Wait,
It's not gonna happen because he was born in Germany, so I don't have to worry.
Ali.
He can become a member of the cabinet, because there's precedent for that. Not president.
As we have found out this year.
Am I the one that has to say it?
Yeah.
I like making a ring bearer.
No, that wasn't it. It was I like being the bear. The ring bearer.
Yumi, what's your job? What's your job in the
Actually,
wedding?
no, I'm not gonna vote for either.
What's your
Whether they're
task?
running for the cabinet, so-
Flower girl? What does that mean?
I just turned it on. Flowers.
Well, it does look
Oh,
certain
there they
things
are.
will pick back
Are you going to throw flowers at people?
Yeah. I want to see.
Flowers.
Oh,
Look at you.
very nice.
You got the thorns off those roses?
It's either on or automatic. There is no off. Throw the
Yeah.
Well, there's an adjustment now. You can make the thermostat higher. We're not gonna
Okay,
be
now
higher.
what? What are you doing?
Well, just see how your basic animals
He
do.
never watched Jane Austen.
Alright,
You know,
alright,
Jane
alright.
Austen in Persuasion. The guy that does sort of a sissified puppy, and he gets up and he takes.
Let's go this way now.
And then he sits down. So that's why I know.
See, I just turn on the camera.
how to do
I just
that?
turn on the camera and I'm going to get all kinds of things like mom calling somebody sissified.
A sissified puppy.
A sissified puppy.
She wants you to get it right at least. Accuracy is very important.
Mhm.
I think they got a couple. No, the thing is, you said he took the tickets, he gives vouchers.
Nobody tells me this.
I know, I said, you didn't know that this is what I
I
was
don't know
told
if
to
there's a
do.
list.
So I go up with 4 of them, he's like, I don't take those.
By the way, Sean, the mail came and there was no.
It's probably coming UPS, but it was worth a shot. I tried to get it there in time.
Where did you order from?
Amazon.
Do you not, really?
No,
'Cause you've been
I had to order twice. The first pair went missing, and I don't know where.
I didn't know you're supposed to sit there.
Is she going to need the, up there it is. Is she going to need the microphone?
Let us share the joys. Your word we can unite to our thought and understand. I promise to be true to you in good times and in bad. And I will love and honor you always.
May these two find happiness in their union. May they live faithfully together, executing the vows between them. May they ever remain passionate and encouraging. That many years will be rich with joy all the days. Power and the authority given to me, according to the laws of the County of Marion, the state of Indiana, I now pronounce you husband and wife. The moment you've been waiting for.
Congratulations.
You're gonna head this way. We're gonna head this way. And you're gonna head this way.
So you're ready for the flip. Actually, we're gonna wait for a few pictures and then we'll do the flip.
Good job. All right. You're gonna head that way. And you're gonna head that way, sweetie. And you want family too? Yeah. Okay. Family head this way. Family head this way.
Hey, I'm family. I should be heading that way.
Yeah. You don't video. Oh, you're gonna head this way. Sharon, you're gonna head this way. Yes. Great. Head this way, please. Okay. All family. Yes. Wonderful. Please head this way. Thanks.
No.
Okay, so you're gonna head this way to across the hall for cocktail hour. Huh? Yes. Okay, you're gonna head this way. All families gonna go this way. Cocktail hour is in the Gates room, straight ahead if you are not family. Are you family? Nope. Yep. So you're gonna head this way. Cocktail hour.
Is the party over there?
Just family right now. The bridal party. Yeah. Are you family?
Yes.
Okay, great. Head this way. Are you family? Okay. So you're gonna head on over to this
Hey, how
way
you doing?
to the Gates room.
Great.
To enjoy
Oh, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Hey, how you doing?
Howdy.
Hey, how about them
Who are
Colts?
you? Can you introduce yourself?
Well, what's that? Oh. Were you gonna try to sell me something?
Who's this handsome guy I'm hitting on? You look great.
Oh, thank you very much. I got it on tape.
Oh,
You can never take it back.
Cocktail hours on the other
So good to see you, though.
Oh, yeah.
I've asked about you
Yeah.
over the several months. I asked.
Hey, is there by chance poker on Monday night?
I think we ought to do it.
Yeah. I'm gonna be here till Wednesday. So.
Maybe we can.
Yeah. Sounds like should happen.
Yeah, you look great.
Oh, thank you.
We're having cocktail hour across the way.
How about Sunday? Sunday evening too.
Okay. We can do it. Sunday. Hey, Aaron, I got to go to the family thing. No.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. He's not the marrying kind, according to his mom. Is that all on tape?
Yes. Now I'm going to play it back for her and ask her why you say that.
No, just very old friends.
Old friend.
Okay. You're not the marrying type,
No.
but your other brother is.
All three of his brothers are.
I didn't know there was a third brother.
I move around a lot, so I'm like James Bond. You know?
Am I holding this while you flirt?
I do want to have kids.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait, does he have kids? Insert foot.
I don't have any of that. I gotta film this family.
You guys are done, just one cocktail, okay?
Hello, Kabiner. So how'd the wedding go?
Wow. Well, I'm still doing the kicking myself with the wrong hand, wrong finger, wrong hand thing.
Oh, that's what makes your wedding unique.
It does. It's actually very much me.
But it is very funny that he did too.
I had no idea in kindergarten when I was drawing bees backwards.
So one day.
It would affect me later in life.
Would you put it on his right hand, or?
Yeah, I tried to put it on his right hand.
Oh.
Ring finger on the right hand. And his knuckle was too big, so I was like, it won't fit.
Oh no. They're all solid.
So obviously, wow, that's very impressive. That's the mirror. Okay, I can see you.
I'm being tracked.
So, Father, what are your thoughts on the wedding?
You really want my one last thought?
No.
I do have one thought. 3 down, 1 to go.
Yeah, I know. The most stubborn.
Are you the one that brought this? Hey, go over there. Back there. Go closer on this side. Yeah, there you go. Now you look comfortable.
Is it time to go out yet and see all the guests?
I think when the bride gives us permission.
Yeah. Why don't you just tell me what to drink?
Just
Cut out the comedy.
Just loosen up.
Just loosen up.
Hey, everybody.
I think you're doing that.
Excuse me, attention, please. You're free now. Please go ahead and enjoy our cocktail hour.
Dear, you have to be with me because I'll be half the time I won't recognize the people who are there. Mine's gone.
Hey, Margaret. Say hello. Oh, Charity. Hey, Charity. Say hello.
That's John's turn. He has to make his speech. Of course it was. Like yours. Not quite. Not quite. No. Then you can take off the undertaker hat. It is good. Yeah, it's a white one.
Yep.
Oh, there you are. That's my little dude. You almost lost, weren't you?
Give her some water, otherwise she'll explode.
Who?
I didn't think you explode from lack of water. Oh, that's weird.
Where's this cocktail hour?
Across the way. Across the way. I asked that. Oh, yeah, I knew what was important to ask. Yeah.
Well, I do.
You guys have fun with that. Get a Riesling.
Dun, So, Jake, what was your impression? How did the wedding go down without any problems?
Yeah. It didn't go down with any problem.
It didn't go down with any problems?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good to hear.
What's up, girl?
Jenga. Congratulations. Were you supposed to put them back? Yep. We're actually playing Jenga.
Bella, I don't want you to jump off the ledge like that, please. You're too small, you might go through.
Isabella, whatever you do, I don't want you to smile. Don't smile. Do not smile. No smile. No smile.
It's a 17-inch monitor for a laptop.
It was so big, and they were actually kind of
blocking the door.
Yeah.
That was.
But I think their curfew was later, so it kind of didn't matter.
But I mean, think about it, like the 80s, running around Europe. It's just.
I always think of it when I hear "Rock Me Amadeus."
Yes.
Rock Me Amadeus. And what's? I was just going to ask you, what was the other song?
Shout.
No, not.
Are you filming?
Yeah. How?
Are you taking a picture of me? Take a picture of you?
Yes, right. It's,
I know.
It's postmodern.
Very meta.
Right.
Hi.
I met a camera.
Hey, Kelly. You're Kelly? Kelly
Johnson.
Do I know you?
Probably not.
Yeah, that's Aunt Lee. You've met Aunt Lee.
Oh my goodness.
Ted's mother.
Probably like the last time you saw me, I was like this tall.
I think I do know you.
Kathy and Wiley are my parents.
Well, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
And you are?
I'm Erin Sankstone.
You're Erin. I'm Aunt Lee.
Sam's.
Aunt Lee.
Okay.
Sam, you remember Sam Sangstone?
I went out with Sam Sangstone.
My dad.
I went out with him. I dated him.
My dad had the biggest crush on you and her mom.
He was too old for me, but we dated.
What?
He was too old for me.
What?
Well, no,
He never grew up though.
Well, no. Wait a minute. How old would he have been today?
He was Dad's age.
He was born in 43, so I
Okay,
can't do
I
the
was
math.
born in 49, so we were 6 years apart. And when Dad and Mom got married, we went out, and John was really ticked off, and he was like, "Don't you do anything with my sister."
6 years is nothing.
Well, at that time, I was only 17, so I was infatuated. He was an older man. He was a great guy.
I think we all were infatuated. He never really slowed down.
So that's nice that you came.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
It's been a blast from the past. It's really bizarre staying in their home. You're videotaping this too, aren't you?
Yeah, this is what it's all about, right?
I know.
We were reminiscing about, we went to Europe together in
85.
85.
Wow. I can't believe how different you are.
Believe it.
I mean, no, good different. You were at my house. It wasn't even a year ago.
It was 2010. The summer of 2010.
Oh, 10 was it that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, I guess it was a couple of years ago. Okay.
Larry and Lawrence are your sons, correct?
No,
Ted.
those are my nephews.
Okay.
I have Ted and John.
Okay.
And Ted is running late because he had to work, and then he'll be here. And then John was here, and they just ran over to their hotel to get something. So John and Reggie came. So I don't know if you know who they are.
Every shot of me and my jowls.
Oh no, it's all good.
I know his dad was talking about you, and I'm like, how old are these people? No, they can't be that old. And I said,
we are.
Oh yeah, well I guess my son is like 39. I guess they are.
Yeah, we are that old.
How old are you? Oh my gosh. You don't look 42. Thank you. No. And how old are you, Alec?
I'm 27.
No, you're not. Ted is 39.
Maturity-wise, I'm 32. because I was not sober for 8 years. So I'm chronologically 40.
I knew about that.
Yeah. Oh, you knew about that?
You told me.
Oh, yeah.
Later, not
Later,
during.
right.
But okay, you've lost weight.
Yeah.
A lot, actually.
Yeah.
And actually, well, he looks very handsome.
Thank you.
You do. He looks very handsome. You like cleaned up your act.
Yeah, I don't know why.
He still hasn't figured out why he just did it.
No, I thought I was going to have to get a job. I was going to drop out of school, and so I said,
Are you getting your PhD?
well, I'm getting the equivalent. It's an MFA, so I can teach writing at the university level.
You know, JJ has his PhD. Yeah, he got it. And
But
Ted,
he's a know-it-all.
he is a know-it-all. And Ted is working on his MF something.
In what?
It's like engineering management something, like an MBA, but for engineers, whatever it is. So you guys are all continuing on. Keep on moving.
Well, there's nothing else to do. There's no work in this economy.
Ted has tried. He's looking. Do you have that thing running?
Yeah. I got to run it the whole time. Here comes Dad. Here comes your big brother. Hey.
I like made confessions. True confessions on the video.
True confessions.
You, Dad, you opposed Sam going out with Aunt Lee?
What's that?
You were opposed to Sam going out with Aunt Lee?
Well, you threatened him not to, do anything strange with me. Because I was only 17 when I went out with him, when you guys got married.
Did I threaten your father?
I don't know.
Did he tell the story to you?
No, he told me.
This is my first account.
What I heard, he told me, because because you guys got married in what year?
66.
See, and I was a junior in high school, and I was way too young, and I started dating him, and you were like, no, not my sister.
All I heard on the way to Indianapolis every year was about Lee and Kathy. And I was 10.
That's Callie, not a Kathy.
I know, but
he
my
had,
mother.
She's not here.
Sam.
Are you sitting in for Kathy?
Sitting in for Kathy.
Okay.
She is a representation of the 10-year-old and father conversation on the way to your home every day. And you're filming this too, aren't you?
Yes, of course.
You have to tell Kathy about that because I'm not sure she knows.
She knew. That my dad had a massive crush on Kathy.
My mother doesn't think she's attractive. I don't think she does know that.
I remember the story about Lee is very plausible.
How old were you when you and my dad met?
When we met?
Yeah.
Well, let me see.
Hi.
I would have been on the order of 22, 24, somewhere 24 years old, something like that. Because we met, I think we met at University of Indiana University over in Gary.
That's where you met?
That's where I met
Sam.
both my wife and Sam, her father. This is...
Andy's his mom is Ma Gilman. The woman I was saying is like family. Yeah.
Right.
He was friends with Toby when they.
Second mom.
Yeah.
Right.
And Katrina actually had a crush on
mixed
him.
in family kind of
It's like this
growing
whole,
each other
we're
up.
just sharing who we had crushes on and who's our parents had crushes on.
Well, that's what he wrote on the Jesus thing. He said, I'm glad you found a better man than my right leg.
That's more true.
Yeah, Andy would be over, and little Katrina, like 2 or 3 years old, she'd just jump right up on the couch and like sit next to him.
And then she'd clutch my leg and not let it go. I'm gonna marry you. You're gonna be my husband. I'm like, turn my leg back. How old shoot? I was like, 12 and she was like 3.
Well, yeah, thereabouts.
Toby was 8.
When she was born.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, probably 11.
10 to 12.
Yeah.
In that period.
All right. I'm just going to float through the room.
Conveniently 7 hours.
It's crystal.
Sorry, Chatty. Can you get one that's closer?
And my brother here is actually a bit of a aficionado.
Is what? What?
You're a bit of aficionado when it comes to film.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Too bad Hollywood didn't care. Oh, my sister's-in-law. Hello, Margaret. Hello there. How are you? Hello, musicians. Hello. Are you gonna play some Black Sabbath later?
If you can give us the music, we'll play.
Oh yeah? All right, I'll go find it.
All right, thank you.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay.
You look good.
Oh, thank you.
Like, very good.
I know, Andy said that you said that, so I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go talk to her. And then he said, no, don't do that.
No, he told me, I had to tell him hands off, but he's like, you should tell him he was good.
Okay, well, thank you.
So is this your setup for your movie?
It will be.
Tripod?
What's that?
Are you a tripod?
It's a Steadicam.
A tripod. Well, there's 1 pod and 2 pod, 3 pod.
You're right. So how did the wedding go for you? Was it a good wedding, or?
Well, I think it was really dusty up by the front of the room because all of us kept getting stuff in our eyes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good information.
Amy said that her feet were hurting. That's why she was crying. But
Her feet hurt?
that's her excuse for why she was crying. But the rest of us, we were just like, no, it was just really dusty.
Oh,
It was really dusty.
oh, I see what you're
We
saying.
were just.
So you're saying that nobody can admit that they were emotional? Okay. All right, thank you. That was a good interview. Bye-bye.
Now I know who you are.
Yes, right. How did you think since you were the referee for the wedding, how do you think it went?
I think it went very well.
It went well, huh?
I think so.
All right. How does it compare to other weddings you've witnessed? Just in terms of your
Well, this was actually one of the more formal ones. My very first wedding service was a pair of 85-year-olds.
Wow.
And I want you to know the marriage lasted over 10 years.
That's good.
So I figured I'd started off on a good thing.
All right.
And others have been young people like Katrina and Sean, but smaller weddings.
Really?
This is a more formal wedding. And it was,
wow.
I was pleased with the way it went.
You were what?
I was pleased.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you did a good job.
Thank you very much.
I think you'll probably be recruited again.
Okay, good.
Drafted for another wedding.
Okay, I hope so.
You know it's from
Charity, do you want to be in the picture?
Okay, now we will have the father of the bride will give a toast, John Cisak.
Well, good evening, everyone. My wife, Alfie, and I would like to thank you for coming to celebrate this special occasion with us.
Microphone to your face!
Okay, Hank.
Oh, totally called out.
We're happy that so many of you, our friends and relatives, were able to join us. First, let me say what a pleasure it's been to get to know Thomas and Martha Mahady, Sean's parents, and also their brothers and sisters. As a father of the bride, I am proud to be standing here today as she's looking absolutely stunning. I remember the evening Elfie and I discovered that Katrina was coming, and I promised my wife that I wouldn't go into details on this. But let's see, now Toby, her youngest brother, is about 9 years older. Eight. No, they keep saying 8, but I think it's
I don't drink alcohol.
All I've got to say is it was quite a surprise. Next, I'd like to tell you a little bit about what I will always remember as my favorite memory of Katrina. I remember how I taught my sons to ride a bike, and I'm sure I did the same thing for Katrina, but time and technology had passed us by then, and so my memory of her is, here she is, 8 years old, and she's learning how to inline skate. And I, as a father of a daughter, was really concerned about that she was going to hurt herself. Okay, and there she is, skating down the sidewalk with knee protector, elbow protector, arm protector, and of course the helmet. Okay, I could just hear my sons out there saying, "He never worried about us like this."
I think he was trying to off us.
He just put us on a bike, pushed us down the hill, and yelled, "Pedal, pedal!" But after all, this is my daughter. Let me talk a little bit about Sean. I don't know him as well.
You will.
He and Katrina, yes I will. He and Katrina are living with us while they're both going to school. This has given us an opportunity to get to know Sean up close and personal. Our main impression is that Sean is intensely focused on anything he wants to do. And I want to give you one example of that focus. Sean cooks dinner for us 2 or 3 times a week. That's not all. Sean tells us all about these rather complicated recipes that he's doing, and he knows every item, everything he puts into them, and he grows some of them. Okay. So a lot of them have been out of our garden, and our family living room has been sort of a greenhouse for his experiments. In addition to that, there's a microbrewery going on at our house. So he serves beer with every evening, and we're all very happy. But most important of all, Sean shows this steadfast love and affection for my daughter. And so my wife and I say that, you know, up close and personal, he's a perfect match for her. Now, traditionally, I'm supposed to give the young couple some sage advice, and my list was really pretty long. And you might understand that because you can Google any kind of wisdom you want. So then I thought, oh well, they'll figure it out. So let me just offer this toast to the new Mr. and Mrs. Mahady. May your love be modern enough to survive the times and old-fashioned enough to last forever. Thank you.
All right. All right, let's hear it for John Cizak, ladies and gentlemen.
Mom's not waiting. Soon, my daughter, soon.
Jake, go ahead and show me the statue again. What are you? Jacob, what is that? Statue of chicken. Let's try it again. Take two.
The chicken of liberty.
The chicken of liberty, right.
Yeah.
He said it. Oh, my fault. I ruined the joke. That's called over-directing. I should just let the actor do his job, right? Go ahead and go Christian Bale on me.
I was gonna say he's gonna be method action, and now he's gonna bring it on. He's Scottish.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Hello there. How you doing? Hello. Hello. Whoa. Here are the lead actors.
Yeah. Yes, I'm putting on a show.
So tell us, so far, how do you think your wedding has gone?
Fantastic.
What?
Fantastic. I'm married, so I say successful.
Successful, huh?
Yeah.
So everything went according to the game plan?
No, but it's okay.
Next season he will be...
Mine is my right hand.
It didn't, but it's okay, and I can laugh about it later, even now.
Well, I thought you recovered.
Yeah.
You recovered very well.
Yes, and then
Contract negotiations.
can you do this like one of those football announcers? Can you say, you give me some...
You can do whatever you want.
Some commentary?
Oh, you want me to do that?
No, I'm joking.
Oh, here's the leader of the pack right here.
She's ferocious and awesome.
Yeah.
Contract negotiations fell through for the trip to Canada, but there are several other possible sponsors that we'll be looking forward to. The Mahady CSAC Alliance.
This guy's pretty good at playing this game.
John's the best.
So I talked to you. How did you think the wedding went?
She had dust in her eyes.
You have dust in your eye?
Oh, we did. There was a lot of dust in that room.
Well, you know what happens is sometimes if you don't breathe, you can tear up a little bit.
I try not to breathe as much as possible.
Well, then you're going to tear up a lot.
That's how we fit into our clothes.
I'm still here.
Okay, well, it was good talking with you. I'll let you get back to your food.
Thank you.
We defer.
Originally, I was just supposed to give a speech, and then last night I read it to my mom and dad, and they poo-pooed it. They said it was no good. So I figured it's a CZAC event, so I should up the ante for the possibility for disaster. So I asked my brothers to stand up with, and basically we're just going to talk about some memories of Katrina. Before Katrina came along, those of you who are the eldest, especially if you're the eldest brother of younger brothers, you know that order is maintained in the hierarchy basically through violence. So if I want to change the channel or whatever and they disagree with me, I discipline them the way Mo disciplined Larry and Curly. And so then when we got news that we were getting a baby sister, I felt like there was going to have to be a change in protocol in the way that younger siblings were bossed around. And of course, when I actually met Katrina, little Katrina, and held her in my arms, I realized, oh, it's completely different. I'm going to protect her instead of hurt her the way I hurt her. I'm quite a bit older than Katrina though, so I didn't get to see her for most of her childhood, but I do have one memory. In 1995, I was pretty immature and not really stationed on the planet Earth. And the one thing that held me grounded was that every morning I was required to take Katrina to kindergarten kindergarten or first or second grade, something like that, at the school formerly known as 86. What?
You weren't well-grounded, that's why you don't remember.
So anyway, it didn't matter what I was doing at night, how late I stayed out or whatever, I always had to come back and be back on time to take Katrina to school. And to me, that's kind of the memory I have of her, is showing up in the morning and she would be in this chair that we got from Grandma and Grandpa's house, this red chair that spun around, and she'd be eating her Cinnamon Toast Crunch and watching television, even though they were not supposed to watch TV during the week. And then just one more quick memory. I took Katrina to a Colts game when she was about 9 years old. This is just a goofy story. And they started playing. It was the season that the Colts were like 0-11. And for some reason that day they decided to stomp the Dolphins 41-0. So everybody was in a festive mood, and they started playing YMCA. And Katrina, being my good sister, she jumped up and said very loudly, blank blank, this is a football game, not a disco. So now I'll pass it on.
Hey everyone. I have probably the most memories of my two brothers put together because I spent perhaps the most amount of time with Katrina while she was growing up. I took her to school after Alec stopped taking her to school. And then my favorite memories are two, in fact. My most favorite memory is when my little sister, who was only 3 years old at the time, had beautiful, long, blonde, golden hair.
Curly.
Yeah. Curly. And this was going to change. Most of you young ladies remember a time when you had long hair and you just didn't like it in your face all the time. Well, one day my sister decided she's going to correct that problem. So she comes down, my parents are out, Toby's somewhere. And she comes to me and goes, I think I made a mistake. And this little 3-year-old with these beautiful long golden locks and everything showed me that she had cut off pretty much most of her hair. So I, in a panic, run upstairs, grab some old clippers that my parents had, real clippers and everything, and I go busily to the job of cleaning her up before the parents get home. Instantly becoming an overnight sensation with barbering skills. My parents come home, they go, "Oh, who's this adorable little boy?" "It's your daughter!" My other favorite memory was when I was learning to play the cello, and I had a recital. And my little sister decided to rescue me by coming up and helping me play the cello during my recital lessons and pressing on. That day she saved me from finishing basically a disaster. But she pretty much worked her way into all of our hearts. The other upside is that she also helped me become a really good father to a little girl myself. So I had a lot of practice. Thank you.
So, sadly, of the three brothers here, I think I had equally less amount of time and also less memory to remember too many of the great moments that I've had with my sister. But like Nathan, I do remember in my mind when she cut her hair. And yeah, it went from curly to straight. And it never changed. Yeah, and it never went back. So that was a very strange experience for me. And I also do remember when Nathan was playing cello, and the child would just wander on up and start playing with the cello too. So that was a great experience too. All I can remember that really sticks with me is that Katrina was the most like me when I was growing up. We had so much in common. You know, Katrina and I we loved the same stuff. She was a part of me that I never really had around before. And when she was there, it was like I had something. And I can't imagine life without my little sister. She's very important to me that way.
That you hung up by those
That's fabrication. I don't know how that even got started.
I want to say one thing to Sean. I had to live back home for a little while going to school, and Sean is the most dedicated chef I've ever seen. He will spend 6 hours to make a meal if it's necessary. The only thing I want to say though, I've gotten in trouble with Katrina for this before, but it seems like every meal involves cumin. So I want to ask you to be more democratic and discover some other spices.
I met Sean in Broad Ripple about 6 years ago, and
rock and roll.
I was living in a house on Park Avenue, and I used to invite people back there all the time, have fun. And I invited Sean back because he's eccentric and interesting. And my favorite thing to do is get eccentric and interesting people together and see who clicks. Funny thing about Sean is that he clicked with everybody. Everybody loved Sean. People who didn't like Sean were assholes. The funny thing about a combination of traits like that is you don't really find you don't usually find great dates being eccentric and interesting at the same time. So I understood that with him, and he had about the same luck as I did. So when he met Katrina, I thought it was great. I thought it was great to have, for him to have somebody that he clicked with in such a great way. They have so much in common, and really that's all I got to say.
Good enough.
Well, I would like to thank you all for coming and attending our wedding, and I hope everyone's enjoyed their time here and enjoys the party afterwards. So, thank you very much.
So, when you're ordering, you have to say something to the bride and groom.
Right, tell us something. What's your favorite movie?
What's my favorite movie personally?
Tell the bride and groom.
Pulp Fiction.
I was going to say Excalibur from the 70s.
Excalibur. I actually think that's early 80s. But
was it really?
Yeah, I love the part when like the pedals are falling down. Like,
oh yeah, absolutely. With the
wait. I gotta get that on tape.
Well, do the the riding.
Exactly.
Yeah, good.
Other than that, the wedding's been fantastic. Katrina's not a little girl anymore. That's scary.
No, okay, wait. Are you a Katrina?
We're cousins.
Side?
We're cousins. Yeah, we're on the CSAC team.
You're on the I'm on the CSAC team.
All right. Yeah.
Well, I'm not a Jeff, Jan.
Yeah. Well,
we played poker, haven't we? Yeah. See, we played poker. I won lots of money from him.
He wasn't as sophisticated back then.
No. I thought you looked familiar.
Yeah.
Okay, you know yourself? Who are you? Ted? No.
Ted, yeah.
Ted, what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie.
Ted, you tell me. Okay, what's your favorite band? What's your favorite band?
My favorite band, Aerosmith.
Aerosmith, okay. Yeah, what's the question should I ask?
Include the girl.
Come over here. Oh. So we're going to talk to the bride and groom here.
Oh.
And these two want to ask you a question for the bride and groom.
Oh,
ask her a question.
You gotta ask a question for the bride and groom.
Oh.
Ask her a question.
Ask them
Come to the
where
party.
they think they'll be in 10 years.
Oh wait, say that again.
Where does the bride and groom think they'll be in 10 years?
So wait, I'm supposed to answer
Yeah, you
that?
have to answer that.
Where do I think
Where do
they'll
you
be
think
in
they'll be?
10?
Say
How about just
Indianapolis.
5?
Indianapolis. That's easy. Go somewhere.
I don't even want to be in Indianapolis in 10 years.
In blissful wed. Say that.
Right, that's a good one. Blissful and happily married.
They do mix really well, right?
They do. They're wonderful together. They
found more dates on my calendar.
Of any of my
So we have more
friends.
time.
That's really good.
They do what together? What did you say?
The best get-togethers, like dinner parties and stuff like that.
Get-together
she's ever witnessed
Like
is what I
dinner,
heard.
and they brew their own beer. Those two together.
Do they do coffee well? I'm asking this. You know, it's me. Just me. Okay. Do they do coffee well?
Oh,
They've never actually done coffee that I'm aware of, actually.
What a shame,
No,
right?
no, no. We've done coffee a few times, and then we threw more liquor in it, Bailey's. So
That's what you do for bad coffee. It makes all the coffee okay.
right? Yeah.
You need to ask about if she likes his leg as much as yours.
Oh, it does? So, Katrina, do you like Sean's leg as much as mine, or did you just miss my leg?
All right, hold on. I'm catching up.
Oh, yes, that's right. This is, actually, you're quite a handsome guy.
You gotta say something, it's a camera.
No, where are you? Get over here. Now, what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie
What's your
is
favorite-
Star Wars.
But guys, let's
hands down.
pivot
No,
because
wait,
I got the
wait,
sun.
Star Wars, because this makes a
Is
difference.
this where we tell
Which
Sean,
one?
Katrina,
Which one?
congratulations?
I'm a hardcore Star
And good
Wars
luck.
fan.
Wait,
I'm happy.
you episode 1 and 3 fan
You know,
too?
she's pushing, so you can say something.
They don't
He
know
loves
him very
everything
well.
Star Wars. It doesn't
Do
matter
you
what.
like Jar Jar Binks?
Was that one of those videos?
Yeah, tell them all, Sean.
His texting right now is
And why you gonna do that? Why you gonna do that?
No, I just want to say congratulations, and I hope that they can come to my wedding one day.
Is it that much of like
And I hope that
Well, not that happy, but he was
in between Sean and me, that I've already asked, you know, that he has another little redhead running around because I'm gonna need a companion for my little redhead. So.
Are you related?
No.
Oh.
Hey,
Oh,
wait,
no,
tell
we're
me.
just
the red hair in there.
we're related gingers.
Aaron.
Gingers rise.
Okay.
Gingers!
What?
Or not.
He's the interviewee on the cameraman.
Toby, you gotta tell her what your favorite movie is.
My favorite movie? That'll be Blade Runner.
Blade Runner. And tell
They played it actually as one of the first songs that they had on the soundtrack there was actually one of the songs from Blade Runner.
Nice, nice.
So Katrina said that there's some nerd props there for people who can figure it out.
Oh, come on, nerd props. I mean, this is all nerd props. I mean, look at this. This is beautiful.
Oh, I know, that's really
I now have a new lucky die, Katrina.
Yeah.
And Sean.
I know, this
Did
was
you see that number 1 on it is got S and
What's your name?
K on it.
Robert and Robert, how do you come into the wedding? On the
I'm gonna get this back to my wife.
Okay.
I met Sean a while ago. He was, I was looking for a place to live actually, and he was a friend of a friend. Actually, he's friends with Trevor, the guy that gave the speech.
Right.
And I met Sean through Trevor, and then one day he was sitting in his book, writing in his book like he always does, and he overheard me and Trevor talking, and next thing you know, I was living with him. So we've been pretty good friends ever since.
So you survived living with him?
Yeah, it wasn't complicated. He's a to himself kind of guy.
No, he's definitely Sean.
Yeah.
Oh, here he is. Sean, would you like to say anything to your bride?
Well, hello, Katrina.
Tell the bride and groom something.
Tell the bride and groom. Well, I'm speaking to me from the future, and that is impressive in itself. If you can send anything back that's helpful.
I'm gonna get your shoes.
Okay.
Keep talking.
That's your narrow.
Very cool shoes. Okay, go ahead.
Yes.
I'm also randomly asking people what their favorite movie is because I have nothing better to do. So if you tell future self what current self's favorite movie is.
Current self's favorite movie. I'm still torn between Groundhog Day and Highlander, but I don't know. Avengers is becoming a contender.
Do you want to take any votes on that? I'd go for Highlander just because, I mean, Sean Connery, right?
But then there was Highlander 2.
My name is Maxie. My name is Maxie.
I'm actually, I'm Alec.
Sorry, I've got something. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Actually, my speech was
Why? Yesterday you are.
They said it was
Racy.
As I was talking to this, I thought about myself. Maybe I'll just wing it. Maybe I'll just wing it.
All right.
They put food all over.
You're funny.
he's pretty tall here, but just, ignore him.
Okay.
I know. This guy is going to put since the last time I saw him. I swear to God, he does not get any. No, he doesn't show up. I was reminiscing about the time he used to take his ass, and that's not possible. Because me and his brother and him would wrestle in the basement.
You have nothing to say?
Said something.
You know what?
He's trying to, I'm going to come in. He's like,
People do
I'm actually-
insanity on the kitty dance floor.
Yeah, the kids have taken over. Don't stop, Jake. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop, buddy. Keep doing the robot. Still on the robot. Still on the robot. Do it more intense. Do it more intense. More intense. More intense. Talk to me about the wedding. How'd the wedding go for you?
Oh, it was just absolutely lovely. I'm so glad it's over.
Were you nervous?
I didn't get married. I already know my husband.
Did you feel that the wedding went according to the game plan?
Well, no, they promised us lobster hollandaise and we didn't get it, so
Really?
I'll be complaining.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's a major faux pas on the part of the...
Major, also especially since I'm going to look at the contract and see whether we paid for it. If we did, no dummy here.
Isn't it good that the woman who presided over the marriage is also a lawyer?
Yeah.
She can take care of that for you,
I don't
right?
know whether she's specializing in contract law though, and I don't know what her fee is. I might just fight my own battle.
Okay. Wow, so we're really getting the inside scoop here.
You are. Put this on the news. It's hot.
Okay. Thanks.
Thanks.
But please don't ever touch the cameraman.
No, it makes me sad.
So right after, it's okay. I'm not going to be the next guy.
Hello.
Yes, so like not say anything that we're talking
We're
about.
cutting out the conversation.
Well, I was just looking for some commentary on the wedding.
The wedding was beautiful. You know what? You can really tell that they're in love.
Oh yeah?
You can. They like looked into each other's eyes and it was awesome.
That was so nice. Yeah.
Really?
And she's so cute and he just kind of laughed at her. It was awesome. It's so good. There's no superficial.
So good. And you guys did good for the brother talks.
Oh yeah?
You talk really well. Seriously.
Well, he does.
Yeah, I could see you like being a documentary kind of person.
Really?
Don't you think?
Nice.
Well, he does. But what was neat about it is that each one of them gave their own flavor, and each one had a heartfelt message. But they were all different. All three of them.
Yeah, you guys, your personalities came out in your speech.
It was so cool.
Yeah, Toby.
Yes.
Toby is the emotional one out of us.
He was the emotional one, and well, so's your dad.
Right.
Really?
Well.
Oh my God,
I didn't
Uncle
know
John.
that.
Did you see him going down the aisle?
No.
He was like totally in eyes red.
Well, it's his baby girl. I think everybody would be like that.
No, he always cries at everything.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
Oh yeah,
But
we were talking about it. He and Uncle Mike are both the wusses.
Well, the reason that he cries though is because normally he's not very emotional.
Right.
And that's true with Nathan and myself.
Right.
And so when we did the memorial thing up here for Grandma, it was Nathan, Toby, myself, Dad, and Larry Lawrence.
The twins came down. Yeah.
For some reason, at that point, it was only the guys in the room. The women had all gone off somewhere.
Yeah.
And Nathan said something that made Dad start to cry. And it was it's like that environment of a bunch of men in a room, and suddenly there's emotions. There was this alarm. It was emotions. It's oh, I got to get out of here. Most of the guys were looking around well, we got to get out of here.
Are we really doing this?
Except for Toby. He was whatever. Because he's normally very emotional, openly emotional.
Uncle John was very emotional.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember.
Well, he was very cynical.
Well, yeah, that too.
Satirical.
But he was very emotional. He was also very demonstrative.
Oh yeah.
He was the one who was always going around hugging people, guys.
Yeah, especially
He's a hugger.
in the end. I mean, in the last few years when I saw him, yeah, he seemed to really kind of mellow out.
We all mellow with age, as you do.
I'm hoping not to.
You already have.
That's impossible.
Are you living in Minnesota now?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you like it?
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's a small town. It's a really small town. I'm not used to small towns. And
Where are you in Minnesota?
Mankato.
What is it?
Mankato. Yeah, it's right.
Outside
That's
of,
right.
outside of where?
About an hour and a half southwest of Minneapolis.
Oh, Minneapolis.
Yeah. So it's to me like it's a super small town because I lived in Indianapolis and LA and then
Well, LA.
Yeah, a little bit of a change.
And,
You have to ask John because he has a friend. Remember Justin Hudke? He is from Minnesota, and I want to say that name sounds so familiar. And he got married to a lady from LA.
Oh yeah.
Or California, somewhere. And they moved back to Minnesota. And I think they'd get along. Justin, remember? He was awesome. Justin was the roommate in the condos. We went to MSOE.
Okay.
But yeah.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, I think might be there. Cause
What is he doing?
Yeah, I don't know. He went into engineering. So ask John, or I'll ask him, and I'll make him find you.
Well, I'm sure you have your circle of friends.
Oh, probably.
Yeah. More or less. I'm kind of a thorn in the side of the MFA program because they're really into literary writing, which I call fishing stories. Fishing with Grandpa. Which one is okay,
Yeah.
but like an entire classroom full of them is not very good. And I like to write and read fiction where something happens, something interesting happens. So I'm always in arguments, and I don't think there's anything wrong with getting paid to write.
No.
I think writing is work.
Right.
Right. So it's like and I've stolen this from Harlan Ellison, but it's like the McDonald's guy who flips burgers, he gets paid.
Right.
The person who cleans the floor gets paid. A surgeon gets paid. Why doesn't a writer get paid?
So does the author who's the purist think he shouldn't get paid?
It's the author who's never lived. They're all younger than me, and it's like I've starved, and I can tell you it doesn't.
You've had enough.
It doesn't add anything to your art.
Okay, Justin doesn't live there. Sorry.
Justin, he lives in Eden Prairie.
There you go.
Eden Prairie is close to
It's just outside
Minneapolis.
of Minneapolis.
Right. Huh.
What's that?
So you live in Mankato now?
I do live in Mankato.
It's really freaking me out, but that's all right. We'll go with it.
Well, it's interesting. Like I keep putting the camera on people, and they're interviewing me.
I know.
So it's like the interviewer is what we see,
Yeah.
and the interviewee is you just hear my
So you live in Mankato, you go to Mankato State.
Minnesota State. Yeah.
Minnesota State?
Yeah.
Isn't there Mankato State?
It used to Minnesota State used to be Mankato
Ah,
State.
see, this is how old I am.
Yeah. So they old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
34.
Oh my God! Holy crap! Where's your walker?
I left it back there.
34.
Hey, thanks for bringing it up, but I left it back home. But hey, no, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm on ibuprofen, so.
Ibuprofen. That's it. You got to get a better doctor.
Right now.
Get one of those doctors that gets
Well, it's
you.
800 milligrams.
That doesn't matter. Get a doctor who gets you some Vicodin.
No.
OxyContin.
Oh, I think like people take But yeah, she wanted to know what the hell you were talking about.
You don't know what ibuprofen is? This really neat drug. It helps reduce.
You gave me some the other day.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah.
It's this brand new thing. All the kids are doing it.
It's like the drug of choice.
Yes.
Yes. He's like recording all this stuff. So I don't think this is like about.
It's ibuprofen.
Oh, look at this! I got people behind me.
It's in.
Okay, she doesn't even like to have her photograph taken.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's not running. Don't worry.
Don't worry, it's not running.
Restrooms over there.
Okay, I'm going now.
You're going?
I'm going.
Well, we were having a good conversation.
I'm going to rescue Aunt Mary.
Okay. Bye bye.
They haven't gone away.
They don't go
They don't ever go away, do they? Really? Right?
The mistakes?
Yeah.
Yeah. What mistakes did you make?
Which ones?
Yeah.
Let's see. Should have saved more money. Long time.
Yeah. Right. Check.
Would have added up. Shouldn't have pissed away so much money on.
On women?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which kind? The direct? Or the gradual?
No, it was the direct. It was,
You know, I can't believe this is on tape. I'm going to get in trouble now.
get it over with up front. That's the way I look at it, you know?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I know. But I guess technically I'm in the gradual right now, right?
Yeah.
That's not
The normal way is the gradual way. Unless you're looking at history. Like historically. My name's not Alec. This is not Alec talking.
So the weather's been nice.
Yeah. So are you still doing the cars, the old cars?
Yeah, I'm always going to be into cars. I can't get away from it. I still sell tires as a main method of living, whatever, but yeah, I'll never get away from the cars. 11 Camaro now, finally, and I'm still rebuilding a 64 Impala. I have an 11 Camaro.
An 11 Camaro?
2011.
2011?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
It's pretty fun. I love it. It's my daily commuter. So it took a long time to get that, but you know, the whole point was business related, trying to bring more work. You know, it's a demonstration piece. That's the goal, and a daily commuter that doesn't suck.
We talked about restoring a 58 Plymouth Fury.
I remember Christine, right? Yeah.
What's that? Christine.
Yes, of course. Who could forget?
Right.
I've seen that movie a few times since that conversation.
Oh yeah.
Any,
it's a goofy movie. Actually, since that conversation, I went to a John Carpenter festival.
Really?
In Santa Monica. Yeah, that was one of the movies they showed. The dialogue is so funny. Like the audience was just laughing.
Right.
Like even at like inappropriate moments.
I'm a bigger fan of American Graffiti. If you go back to that.
Oh.
Familiar with that film, I'm sure?
The Deuce Coupe? The yellow Deuce
Coupe? Of course, yeah. We had at the shop a 27 Ford hot rod that a guy had rebuilt, and that is like the only redeeming quality of my job is that I see neat cars every once in a while, and I love 60s, 70s Americana type of culture. So.
Well, you'd like California.
I would love California.
Everybody out there drives it.
My 64 Impala would be coveted there and probably worth twice as much, but part of the reason, you know, I've hung on to it because eventually it'll be rebuilt. It's my lifelong project. You know, it's coming along. My daughters will never drive it, so I intend to keep it. You know? But I can't complain, man. It's just one of those things. It's like plugging away at it, making a living, paying for stuff. That's what it comes down to, right? Trying to escape it. You're the ultimate rebel, but
I'm the ultimate rebel?
Absolutely, to me.
Why is that?
I don't know.
How's that look? I'm wearing a tie.
You escaped, though.
I escaped?
Absolutely. No, it's just a show.
It is. I've been watching Mad Men, and I'm trying to learn how to, you know, exude, you know, that fake confidence so that I can like take money from people. You know?
It works. I'm a salesman for a living, so yes, that's the whole. Your line of BS really demonstrates the best. You know.
In Mankato, like people used to shout at me. They're like, "Get a haircut, hippie," you know. And when I cut my hair, nobody shouts at me anymore.
I know.
Like,
I used to have my hair shaved up to here years ago, and then this part was growing down here. Of course, I'm going bald, but it's weird. Like when I shave this, even when you have zero hair, it's amazing how much respect you get. But instead, I grew a couple girls, and I take them with me places, and then people show me respect. It's amazing. I don't know why. It's the kid. It helps. You get a dog too. That would help.
It's all phony. You know,
life is phony, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I'm just going to jump over this.
That would.
All right. Hold on just a minute. Come on, give the camera a hug.
It's like my camera.
And I was.
Hold on, start again.
No. That
So you went to one school and what?
And so I was housed at this school. Family had me stay. And they said, "Hey, Hank, you're an actor. Be funny. Come on, be funny." And they brought all their friends over so I could be funny. Worst experience of my profession.
Well, you can't do that on command. Yeah.
No, and if you could, then there's some kind of phony guy that's on all the time.
Right. Okay. Why you look so disgruntled?
I'm not Hank again.
Oh.
I'm someone who's afraid of what's happening to this country. It's gone to the liberals and the commies and the terrorists, and Obamacare is proof of that. You know, all those people that are poor, that need help, they should take care of themselves. Isn't that what made America great? We ignore the people with pain.
So then you'll be voting for Romney?
Of course. Even though he started Obamacare, I'm sure he knows now it was a huge mistake. Thank you for bringing that up.
Who would you rather run for the Republican ticket?
Who would I have, if I had a choice, if they had listened to me, I gave them a lot of advice. I sent letters. I gave them lots of letters to tell them who should be there, and it was...
Was it Trump?
Trump. No, I did not.
Was it the 999 guy?
No, the woman who ran.
Oh, from Minnesota?
Yes.
Bachmann.
Her heart is pure.
It is
and if
pure.
your heart is pure, you don't have to know anything about politics or the real world, as long as your heart is pure.
Well, and her hatred is pure.
Absolutely. Isn't that the same thing? Your heart is pure and your hate is pure.
Yeah. Yep.
I am proud that you are catching this on tape.
All right.
You can blackmail me if I ever have any success at all.
So back to Alec's speech.
Yes. Yes. Tell me.
Alec was. You're filming, aren't you?
Go ahead, talk.
He was sharing an anecdote of how he left the possibility in order to get home on time to drop his sister to school, which was very sweet. Possibility was to get late. That's pretty much.
You understand the emotion involved in that story.
You know what? Back when I was single, every encounter was a hope to get laid. But the possibility on a meter was like, this is 0, this is 100. It was almost always 0. And men get excited because it's boop, boop. That's it, we're happy. We're going, oh my gosh, I gotta follow through on this. Sorry about that.
But you gave up this to drive.
Right. It was over because she wanted me to stay. So it was over 50%. It was over 50%.
Wow, that's a real sacrifice, and we respect it. And I hope your sister respects it.
Now that she'll see this tape, and now the whole audience is hearing this story.
Yes.
So I've snuck
Alec,
it in.
we have new respect for you because you gave up so much, or the potential of so much.
She could have been your wife.
That's very true. These are things that we need to consider when we're telling Alec not to make his profound speech.
To the whole of Indianapolis who loves your family.
They would understand. They understood, right? When we got up, when the brothers got up there.
That was very good. Wasn't that good? I thought it was good.
It was perfect.
Each of you have a different view of your sister and different personalities bringing out different things. It was lovely. I mean, I was sitting there with a big grin on my face, really, because each of you had something positive to say. Even Alec had something positive to say, and it was lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's nice to hear Alex say positive things.
This may be the first time that I remember Alex saying positive things. The first time. But I admired it, and I will cherish it in my heart, because now I know, deep down inside, his cynical side, there is something positive, his hope that something is going to blossom into this beautiful flower of life.
Into flowers, yes. Back to flowers.
It's this.
Yes. It's exactly that. It's exactly that.
You don't need to publicly talk about your potential sex life.
Oh, thank you. So, can we just continue to harp on that? I liked it better when you were praising my brothers and myself. Let's go back to that. How great were we?
You were fantastic. You should rewind it and watch how awesome.
You know what? You also had, all of you actually had a lot of self-confidence. I would have thought they would have been nervous and saying, "Oh my gosh, I got to talk, humma, 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 humma." But there was none of that. There was all, you know. Let me tell you what I remember, Katrina.
Toby was a little nervous because it was sort of sprung on him at the latest moment, and I think he just thought, what the hell am I going to say? Nathan will talk if you give him the opportunity. It doesn't matter what he's going to say, but he will talk. So, and then
Well, you look like you've been master of ceremonies many times, didn't you? Hey, good to have you all here today. And hey, I love you too. And then he said, and then you went on to tell your stories. I took her to kindergarten, and on the way. But I made sure she got there on time.
And I waited until she was out of the van to start increasing the meter.
Did you ever hook up with this girl later?
No, I didn't.
You never saw her?
No, maybe that's what was missing from the speech.
No, or maybe from your life.
Well, she already said that.
Oh my gosh.
She could have been the one.
She could have been.
Katrina.
She stopped you. Your happiness in life has been stopped by that sister of yours. Oh yeah, she's happy today. But look what at the cost. What at the cost it was. Oh, shame on her. She was 5 years old and already plotting against him.
She needs to find you a girl in the woods. That's all there is to it.
Boy, that's a short story right there. My sister goes to the woods to find me a wife. What, does she go in the woods and start whistling?